So as there are many participants today, I will just introduce myself quickly. My name is Alexander Kostic, and I'm sales engineer for Europe and the Middle East, in charge for any technical details regarding to our products, technical assistance, systems help with system design, and trainings like this. So regarding the release of our X4 platform, it is on 20th anniversary of Contour 4, which is quite important milestone for our company. And we try with this 20th anniversary to get next OS, next platform we launched even closer to our end users, to make it more customizable, to make it more easy to use and to navigate through it. So just a second. Okay, no any questions so far. So the first change what we introduced regarding the new release is the name. So far we named all of our software releases, platform releases like OS. From the next release, it will be called like X4, which is referring to experience, because from the next release we are putting more accent to the user experience, to what users can do and how they can adjust the user interface to their own needs. Generally, when we speak about change of the user interface, we are speaking about user interface of the application. We are developing at the same time both Android and iOS application. So those applications will be completely new, and they will reflect all the changes of X4 which we are implementing. So what is planned for the future pace of the releasing of the new platforms is to have one major release, one per year, and to have like aligned approach when we are releasing the new features, and when we are introducing some important changes, to be always announced ahead, and it should be in the beginning of each year. So practically the main plan for the future platform release is to have one major release per year. So what is practically the main change when we speak about X4 platform? First to point out, X4 is not introducing any change in the way how you are setting up your Contour 4 project, how you are working with in Composer, even how do you work with your remote or touch screens. That should be similar like it was before. The main change is in that application level on the user interface for the iOS and Android users. So generally, this is quick overview how user interface looks like on the new application. And as you can see on first look, it is more user-friendly. You have like more widgets, more options when there is customization of the home page from the C4 application. So simply by introducing the widgets, we simplify the way how the end user is controlling their own equipment. So with a single tap, like a shortcut, they can have easy overview and easy control of all the most important services and devices they have in the project. So this is those are components of homepage on the Contour 4 application. So first of all, you have like a main menu with experiences, which means the main groups of products like we had before. The second line, the first widget here is the example of the thermostat widget, which means you can add your thermostat not anymore just like a favorite icon. You can add it like a widget, and you can have immediately the most important status like temperature value, and you have basic control of changing the temperature up and down on your thermostat. Below are the favorite icons, so they look slightly different, but uh, the main function of favorite icons is the same like before, just they are redesigned. And below you have example of the widgets which are related to the video surveillance, to the cameras, where you have option to put your camera overview as a widget and to have it available on the home page of the room all the time. Below on the bottom part of the home page on the user interface, you can see, like before, it is media session, what media session is active, what is currently playing, and you have like a simple control to stop or play it again. At the bottom, you have the main menu, navigation bar. In the navigation bar, you have options to go to the home page, the home page of the room. You can set the middle option is referring to routines. I will explain that a little bit later. You have active media sessions, and on the right-hand side, you have option to enter the main menu. So generally, as you can see here, there are much more options for the end customer to define how the homepage will look like and to simplify significantly the access and control of the most important devices in the project. So regarding the widgets, widgets are configured practically depending on the device the drivers you have added in your project. You have different options for the widget types. In this example, you have like 4 types of widgets related to the thermostat, listen, audio control, lighting, and surveillance. And you simply enter the widget gallery by selecting the, just to go back one step, by selecting the 3 dots in upper right corner. You get the option to set up your favorites like before, to put some icons on the home page of the screen of the home page of the room home page, and you have additional option to add a widget. So by selecting the product category, you have in the widget list, you have all the available devices which are under that category. So you can select which thermostat you would like to display, or for example, which light or which camera you would like to see. The limitation of the number of widgets is generally defined by the size of the screen. So generally you can have like 6 to 8 widget maximum per page in order to cover the whole page. So generally, uh, the main purpose of widget is to have like just a couple of the most important devices there, like 2, 3, and the rest should be reserved for the, for example, favorite icons or some place for the main menu product categories as well. So this is example how the widget is created. So in upper right corner, when you go to the 3 dots, you have 2 options to create favorites like before, that's nothing new, and to add a widget. When you select add a widget, you get a widget gallery. Depending on what you have in the project, you have different categories there, and per each category you have all the devices. And first option is recently played music. So you have option to add on the top part of the homepage to add like a history of recently played songs. So that can be the upper part of your homepage in the room. It can be enabled or disabled. In this example, I selected like a surveillance part, like cameras. When I select surveillance, I get the menu of all the camera available in my project, and I can select which camera overview I would like to be visible on my homepage. In this case, I have like 4 Luma cameras, and I have Chime as well available. So any of them I can add as a widget. And the last part, when I select the camera, I have option to select will widget represent just like a screenshot, or it will be a live view of the camera available directly from the homepage of the room. When I finish all of that, just by clicking the button Add Widget, my camera will appear on the homepage of the room of the widget itself. So it will look like this. So in this example, I enabled recently played songs, like I have history of played radio stations. So it is on the upper part of my home page of the room. Below I have like main menu icons, and I have this one widget added related to my Dome 20 camera, which can be either screenshot, either live, depending on the selection I made when I created the widget. Bottom part of the application is reserved for active media sessions. So in this case, I have playing radio from audio source, and I have option to stop it, to pause it if required. Okay, so that is regarding the widgets. The next new thing which we introduced on the user interface part are routines. Sorry, I see question now. Yes, so the official launch of the X4 is scheduled for the Q1 of the 2025. But before that, we will have available like external beta version, and I will explain that a little bit later. So anyone can participate in external beta, just need to register for the access. Regarding the next new thing which is available on the user interface side, those are routines. Routines is just a new name for the service which we already had before, and which was called like when then. Routines provide the end customer possibility to do some additional programming from their side in terms to automate additionally some services in the local project, and not to call installer every time when some simple setup needs to be done. So in this example, we have like a list of routines on the application, and we have routines triggered by the scheduler. So depending on the time of the day, some actions are performed in
Yeah.
the system. So the routines is available this time directly from the Control 4 application, and customer can easily set it up without need to access the customer portal like before. As you can see in the navigation bar on the bottom part of the menu, the middle icon is referring to the routines. So it is always listed there as one of the most important features of the new X4 application, and it is quite straightforward to configure it. So regarding the general like main menu options, we have there uh, option to access the sessions. So when you select the session icon, active session icon, you will get listed all the active media sessions which are currently playing in the project. And also you have option to deactivate one or deactivate all media sessions from the single click, and they are easily accessible from the active media sessions icon. Next to that is the main menu. So there you have access to the settings, which are the same like on previous application version. And you have also option to directly access the support from there. So that is regarding the new view of the X4 Contour 4 application. Just to point out once again, it is completely new application, so it would need to be installed from the beginning on the phones. And of course, we have support for both Android and iOS phones. Regarding the some additional features which X4 is introducing. The most important is the more deeper integration with the HomeKit. That means that HomeKit will be aware of Contour 4 objects, of the elements of the Contour 4 project. And automatically, that means that Control 4 control of devices which are recognized as Control 4 will be accessible for easy management, not just from the HomeKit itself on the iPhone, but also from CarPlay, Apple widgets, and also Apple Control Center from Mac, and also fully supported by voice control using Siri. At the moment, we integrated Siri control using Apple TV from our Halo remote. So our Halo remotes, they have built-in microphone. So if you have Apple TV in your project, you can easily by voice control anything related to the Apple TV control. So at the moment, Apple TV is fully integrated as well voice control. And what is the next step is to fully support all Control 4, like whole home automation through the voice. Now, when Control 4 has this deep integration with the HomeKit, through the voice control and Siri, you are not able now from the Halo remote to control just Apple TV, but you can control whatever in your Control 4 projects, including like light control, shade control, or whatever you have added there. Okay, we have a question. Will the 8 zones of an episode multi-room amp appear as AirPlay 2 zones? So regarding the AirPlay 2, so far it is supported only on episode link. So if you have episode link in your project, you can use AirPlay 2 over that. And with the next release, we also introduce AirPlay 2 on SA1. So SA1 with the X4 update will also support AirPlay 2 in the project. So anything streaming from SA1, you will be able to control users using AirPlay 2. Okay, so just a quick overview. So generally, by this deeper integration between the HomeKit and the Control 4, by introducing the built-in microphone in the Halo remote, you are able now, just using the Halo remote, to fully control by voice your whole home, just by using your remote, nothing else. Okay, so what are the system requirements when you want to upgrade to X4? So generally, as you are already aware of, we changed the licensing system in US, which is still not implemented internationally. So in US, the mandatory is to have Connect license, and as Connect licensing is still not introduced in Europe, we don't have that requirement for the system upgrade in Europe. So what is planned is to launch definitely first X4 as a platform without any licensing conditions. And after that, we will introduce Connect licensing. So in Europe, there is no need to have any kind of Connect licensing as doesn't exist yet in order to upgrade to X4. So upgrade to X4 will be straightforward like to any other operating system we had so far. Regarding the controllers which are supporting the X4, there is no limitation. Of course, the controllers which are legacy, which are end of life, like HC controllers, are not supporting X4, like they are not supporting the latest OS 3 releases. But any other controller which we have available, like CA, EA, and core controllers, they are fully supporting the X4, so you can upgrade any of those controllers to the latest OS. Of course, as core controllers are latest generation controllers, we always recommend for the best X4 performance to utilize X4 on the core controllers. I already mentioned that when we speak about X4, the X4 user interface introduces completely new application for iOS and Android, so you would require to practically install it from the beginning. As you can see on this slide, you have QR code which you can scan and access the form where you can register for the early access to the external beta of X4 for your internal testing. And of course, we would appreciate if you can send us feedback from your experience in order to be sure that before official release, we added everything what is important for you. This QR code will be available as material as a follow-up for this webinar, so you do not need to scan it now. I will send it later in my follow-up email. So generally, when we speak about upgrade to X4, it is quite straightforward. You don't have any limitation when hardware is in question. So whatever controller you have, CA, EA, or Core, it will support X4, and practically there is no need to go to core controller just because of the X4, but of course that is our recommendation as the latest generation controller. Question, also no requirement for foresight in Europe. So far, we don't have foresight as a requirement for official launch of the X4. So no licensing will be needed at this moment and per plan for the X4 launch. Generally, when we speak about licensing, just to point out, because the common question I get regarding the licensing, what will be the relation between Foresight and Connect licensing? So you will not have Foresight and Connect at the same time because Connect is replacing the Foresight. So when we launch the Connect as a licensing, Foresight will be practically end of life. Okay, so that is regarding the early access. And yeah, just to point out regarding the latest releases on our Halo remotes, as Halo remotes will become quite important part of each Control 4 project because of that whole home integration through the voice. We are also introducing more and more features, adding more and more features to the Halos. First of all, we are adding like shades and pools and spas in the main menu, and also redesigning UI to be aligned with the look of the new UI, which will be available through the Contour 4 application on X4. And of course, to point out once again, through the microphone from the Halo remote, you have access to fully control all your Control 4 projects through the voiceful home automation. And that is all regarding the information we have so far regarding the X4 itself. So it is still early stage to demonstrate any demo or application features. But as soon as we get any progress regarding that, I will keep you posted. And if there is any change to what we announced so far, you will be informed. So what is expected so far is to have early access, like external beta access, beginning of the next year. And depending how that progress, the plan is to have official release of the X4 by the end of the first quarter 2025. Question, will there be a product launch pre-order action at ISC? So as far as I know, we will have a live demonstration on X4 there, but regarding some pre-order action, I don't know so far. So, but generally you will be informed on time if there is something like that available. Okay.
Alex, can I ask you something?
Yep, Chris.
Yes, there's a question from one of our partners in German, and he's asking whether there is a user solution in order that you can create different profiles with different authorizations in the app, authorizations in the app. Is that possible?
So in this first launch of the X4, it's still not possible. But that is the request which are we commonly getting, and so far we didn't have such thing on the OS3 or OS2 platform before. And generally, the direction in which we are going with the development, in which we are going with the X4, the new platform, is to have more and more personalization available. So I cannot say when it will be implemented, but I'm sure that at one point it will be implemented, because that is what we are tend to provide through X4 platform, that personalization.
Okay. Great. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Okay, so we have complained that survey is not able to verify the phone number. Okay, I will check with our admins what can be done to fix that. But generally, the form is necessary to fulfill before registration to early access. Okay, next question. Is the idea to have the current OS UI to exist in parallel to X4, or will X4 replace current OS UI at some point? So X4 should be used for the newest, for the projects with the latest updates. And the so far OS3 application is used for the previous projects. What I expect at some point to have some kind of backward compatibility, but I cannot 100% confirm that. But generally, the main idea is to eventually we have all projects controlled by the X4 application. What about the existing hardware? Will components become incompatible with X4 besides the life cycles? No, it's not our plan to lock. We are talking about EA and CA controllers. It's not in our plan to lock our controllers to the X4 updates. So far they are fully compatible like core. But as I mentioned before, of course, it is always recommended to have core controllers as the latest one. Okay, any further question?
There was one from Mr. Bernard Kaminski. I don't know if you answered it already, but he's asking if it's, or is it possible to enter a fully phone number in the survey?
So it seems that we have some problem with that at the moment, but I will go back to the admins of the registration form and see can we get that quickly resolved, and I will let you know when that is fixed.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. No further questions?
Okay, if we don't have any further questions, I would like to thank you in attendance today.
Yeah, and I would like to also thank you, and we will have more information about X4 in our tech team studio, and where we'll place more updated information about the X4, of course. And thank you guys for attending to this event again.
Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Alexander. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank-
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
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 You,
You're
bye.
right, Chris.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.